1998 was the year a terrorist bomb blast in August destroyed the American embassy and nearby Cooperative Bank building in Midtown Nairobi, killing more than 250 people. The attacks in Nairobi and a less damaging one in Dar es Salaam were thought to have been the work of Al-Qaeda suicide bombers bent on taking revenge against the United States for its war in the Middle East against the extremist Islamic movement. It was the single most devastating terrorist attack the country had ever seen, and for days it kept hospital and mortuary staff in Nairobi overworked. The year had started with the announcement of the results of the general election held on December 29th the previous year. As was expected, the divided opposition parties and their leaders failed to dislodge President Daniel Arap Moi and the ruling party KANU from power. Moi retained his seat after polling more than 2,400,000 votes and beating his nearest rival Mwai Kibaki of the Democratic Party of Kenya (DP) by 500,000 votes. The divided opposition fared even worse in the race for parliamentary seats. KANU won 107, or 50% of the seats. When it came to electing a speaker, KANU's Francis Ole Kaparo easily retained his seat. Moi took the oath of office at Uhuru Park, Nairobi on January 5th. It was the last time he would be sworn in. For the previous year, the constitution had been amended to limit the terms a president could serve to 2. On January 8th, he announced a new cabinet, but to everyone's surprise, he did not name a vice president. Former Vice President and Minister for Finance George Saitoti was appointed Minister for Planning and National Development. His old docket of finance went to former Chief Secretary Simeon Nyachai, who now became the second most powerful member of Moi's cabinet of 23 ministers. There was only one minister from the Mount Kenya area, Joseph Nyaga, son of the veteran Embu politician Jeremiah Nyaga. For the first time since independence, Kenya had a government without a Kikuyu or Luo minister. Indeed, the general election, like that of 1992, had resulted in ethnic violence in the Rift Valley, directed against the Kikuyu community who had supported Kibaki and his Democratic Party. And as in the previous general election, the ethnic violence was condemned by religious and civic society leaders who also called for more substantive political reforms than had so far been effected. Moi did respond to these pressures in his usual confusing manner. When David Weston left the Kenya Wildlife Service, Moi appointed his predecessor, Richard Leakey, to take over as director from him. That was after Moi had appointed as KWS chairman the man he had drummed out of office 4 years earlier, his former powerful Attorney General and Minister for Home and Constitutional Affairs, Charles Njonjo. On the economic and business front, the year saw the official commissioning of Eldoret Airport. But on the whole, the country went through a rough time, partly due to the havoc wrought by El Niño rains the previous year. A number of Asian-owned banks, including Trust Bank, Bullion Bank, and Reliance Bank, were put under receivership by the central bank. Teachers went on a national strike, demanding pay increases and better terms of service agreed upon the previous year. The government wanted the pay increases renegotiated, and as if to prove that it had no money to meet teachers' demands, Moi ordered a 30% pay cut for cabinet ministers until the economy improved. 1998 was the year in which 3 Kenyans broke world records in athletics. The women's marathon in Rotterdam, Holland by Tekla Rurupe, who thereby became the first Kenyan woman to hold a world record. The men's 3,000 meters by Daniel Komen running in Budapest, Hungary, and Sebastian Coe's decade-old men's 800 meters record by Japheth Kimutai, running in Stuttgart, Germany. The year also saw Moses Tanui win the Boston Men's Marathon and Paul Tergat win the Men's World Cross Country Championship in Marrakesh, Morocco, helping Kenya win its 13th straight World Cross Country Championship. In 1998, Kenyans said farewell to former Minister for Education and fourth Speaker of the National Assembly, Jonathan Ng'weno. Another former Speaker, Moses Arap Kano. Former Kasipul Kabondo MP and Cabinet Minister, Samuel Ayodo. And Kieni Democratic Party MP, David Munene Kairu.